Circulatory system, heart, and the cardiac cycle, AQA Biology. Key terms: circulatory system, mass transport system of mammals, cardiac cycle, ongoing sequence of contractions and relaxations of the atria and ventricles that keep blood continuously circulating around the body. Cardiac output, volume of blood pumped by one ventricle of the heart in 1 minute. Circulatory system of a mammal. The circulatory, wow, don't know why I did that, system is made up of the heart and blood vessels. And this is a little diagram showing you where everything is. So you have blood entering by the vena cava into the right atrium. Then it goes into the right ventricle and then to the pulmonary artery. Now, the only other one that you really need to know, and these are veins, obviously, except for the pulmonary artery. The only other one that you might come up with is the renal vein. And the renal vein takes blood away from the kidneys. Then on the oxygenated blood side, which are the arteries, blood enters through the pulmonary vein. Obviously, it's the only one that's not an artery. It goes through the left ventricle and out of the aorta. And the other one that you need to know is blood enters the kidneys via the renal artery. Okay? And the heart acts as a double pump to the lungs and the body. And this is just like a picture of mammals. Because this is the system in the mammals. Structure of the heart. Now, I'm not going to go over the whole process of blood entering and exiting the heart. This is just a diagram of what I explained before. And as you can see, this is what you'll probably get in your exam, this kind of diagram. Now, the one thing I do want to mention is that in between the atrium and the ventricle, you'll have atrioventricular valves. And just before blood exits, you'll have semilunar valves, which will control when and how blood exits the heart. Two types of atrioventricular valves are bicuspid valve, which is the left, and the tricuspid valve, which is the right. Cords keep atrioventricular valves in place when the blood is pumping, and valves prevent the backflow of blood. The cardiac cycle. Well, it starts as blood enters the atria and the ventricles from the pulmonary veins and the vena cava. Now, semilunar valves close and atrioventricular valves open. The relaxation of the ventricle allows blood to enter from the atria, and the atria relaxes and fills with blood. The atria contracts and pushes the remaining blood into the ventricle. The semilunar valves are still closed and the atrioventricular valves are still open, and blood is pumped from the atria and the ventricles remain relaxed. Now, the atrioventricular valves close and blood is pumped into the pulmonary arteries and the aorta as the semilunar valves are open. The ventricle contracts and the walls thicken and the atria relaxes. Now, the calculation for the cardiac output is that the stroke volume times heart rate. And stroke volume is in centimeters cubed and heart rate is in beats per minute. Now, the next video will be about blood vessels and their functions. So if you like this video, then please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.